Rock and Rule, also known as The Ring of Power in the UK, is a 1983 Canadian animated film created by the Nelvana Company. Legend has it that Nelvana was approached to create a segment for heavy metal, but declined, instead opting to create their own feature-length film. Legend also has it that it failed so epically that the studio almost went bankrupt because of it. So let's take a look at Rock and Rule. We are introduced firstly to our villain Mock, an egotistical rock star who looks and acts like the result of a hot night of passionate lovemaking between Mick Jagger and David Bowie. The plot exposition computer explains that he's seeking something called the Armageddon Key, and that he'll need a voice to open a gateway to another dimension. We cut into ohmTown, and are introduced to our protagonists, members of a small-time band playing gigs at an open mic night. It's around this point in the movie you might be asking yourself why everyone looks like rejects from a Goofy movie. I don't know. Anyway, there's the vocal duo of Omar and Angel, backed up by the musical accompaniment of Dizzy and Stretch. Without doing a scene-by-scene analysis, Mock invites the band to his mansion to discuss the record contract. But we quickly learn where his interests lie when he instead kidnaps Angel, and it's up to Omar and the gang to pursue Mock to New York to rescue her. This film seems very confused as to who they're aiming for. It has a very child-friendly Disney-esque look to it, but with adult content such as drug abuse, some brief nudity, and adult language mixed in. The villain Mock also seems seriously confused about his role. He's extremely menacing in some pretty scary ways, but he also has a super campy "Ooh, I'm the villain" song, and he goes from looking like a stereotypical 80s rock star to looking like a fucking California raisin on ecstasy somewhere along the way. Animation is very good, with lots of fluid movements and eye candy for the viewer. Compared to other animation of the time, it comes out quite well. It's like the flipper baby result of a passionate night of lovemaking between heavy metal and Disney, which seem like polar opposites, but in this case, it actually works in the film's favor. The high points of this film are definitely the musical scenes, with awesome soundtrack contributions from greats like Cheap Trick, Debbie Harry, Lou Reed, and Earth, Wind & Fire. As mentioned before, this film was a huge flop, making only $30,000 of its $8 million budget according to IMDb. Did it deserve better? I think so. While not quite on the level of classics like heavy metal, I find it to be an enjoyable film, worth bringing up over 30 years later. So those are my thoughts about Rock and Rule. What are yours? Leave a comment below.
So until next week, boys and girls, goodbye and be good.
If you're sticking around this long, hopefully I've done my job and entertained you. I'd like to take a moment aside to let you know I've set up a Patreon account, which is like a virtual tip jar. So if I've made a meaningful impression on you, please check it out in the link below, and consider helping me continue to create videos like this one. Thank you for your time. Until next time, peace out.